I'm working on the executive level dashboard for the president of R&D for his engagement management. Was a really cool project. That project I end up naming the Beast. When I got into that, I had no idea what I was getting into. It wasn't my first project. I had already worked with the developer in Bratislava on the communications dashboard, which was successful. We were able to layer on some AI so we could do some, search capability, and it was really good. So when I started working on the Beast, I ran into more challenges, to be honest with you. I really had a hard time trying to get the information I needed as far as what the metrics should be, just really understanding what was needed from the tool. When I first started working on it, I thought it would be a dashboard because that's what I was asked to work with the developers to design. Um, but in order to do that, we needed to create an app to take in all of the data that would be displayed on the dashboard. So with that communications dashboard, all the data already lived, online, on LinkedIn, on Twitter. I just pulled it in. Um, Originally, I did this kind of work pulling it in manually with the communications dashboard. It was all pulled in by this dashboard that we created. But with the engagement management tool that I worked to create, there was no back end to it, so we created the back end. So this was a tool that we used to manage internal and external engagements, everything from who the person was that needed to be assigned to manage that engagement, um, any of the deliverables that needed to be done, kind of managing the work that needed to be done along the way to make sure that the executive was ready when it was time for that engagement. And so that was really exciting work. We designed the app, we designed the dashboard, we started working to design the report. Um, and that's when I really realized that this is a much bigger design than what I was previously exposed to with the dashboard. I was learning to build the back end of something. Well, not build, but design the back end and work with the developer to actually build it. So that project, we're able to get to a MVP, which is a minimum viable product. One thing I can say about this digital transformation journey that I was on at this pharma company, I learned so much as far as the language that you need to understand to be able to